Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles, and this is episode 29 of our Let's Play series on the memory. As you can look here and see, I have been harvesting some cotton with our Agriflex, and boy, does it take a lot of field to make some bales. I have baled this, which is our largest field, I think. Maybe. I think it is. I have baled that and the smaller one across the road, and from that we have gotten 2 full bales. Plus, looks like 82% of another one in here. I am just about to go over here to our next cotton field and start this. Let's see, I need to turn on the baler, lower the pickup, and start making my rounds with this. I've been doing most of this from in cab, first person, so which, you know, of course I don't normally do a lot of, but with this one it's actually, for this, now it wasn't with the poplar because the poplar was so tall and you couldn't really see anything, but doing the cotton, it's kind of easier to see from inside. So I'm going to make a round with this, and then I'll turn this over to a worker because we need to go and start also on our corn fields. I have not started to harvest any of the corn yet. And actually I will hop back out to third person and maybe come out to the side here a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to see. Okay, there, got that little piece. We are at 97%, and it's going to pop another bale out here, so I'll let you see the animation of that as I take off the edge of this field here. There it goes. That's our third bale out of everything that we have, you know, those other 2 complete fields. And then this field, a little bit less than 1 headland pass around, made 3. I don't hold any hope that this one field is gonna yield another. Just about bailed up a deer there. I don't hold out any hope that one is going to pop out of here last minute or anything. Before, you know, by the time we finish this, we do have the one other small cotton field to add to it, so we might get, I don't know, maybe 1 and then a partial. Okay, and I'll go ahead and make 2 passes on this, and then I'll hire a worker and see what they do with it. And I may have to come back and finish some off if they miss some. I thought that from a distance, I thought, oh, I saw a white patch and thought I had missed some, but that was the bale that we dropped off before. Okay, now I think here I'll get this turned the corner, and I probably don't even want to see, but I will hit H, and who knows where they are going to go. Anyway, we'll let them do that. We'll get up here. I have parked my harvester over here ready to do this first cornfield. And we do have our, we'll unfold that. Oh. I did not know the trailer did that. Okay. I was trying to unfold the harvester, and okay, well, I learned something. My equipment did something I had no idea about. Okay, totally did not know the trailer did that, but get a little closer in there. Let me get rid of those obstructions in the view there. So how has everyone been doing since the last episode? And in real life, of course, we have had Christmas. So I hope everyone's holiday was good. I actually, oh man, I'm missing all kinds of stuff right on this edge. If I can get myself lined up here. On Christmas Eve, actually, I was driving and witnessed a wreck. I stopped and made sure that a whole family. There was a whole family in an SUV that and also in the car that had pulled out in front of them and everything. So stopped and made sure everybody was okay. Luckily, they were okay. But still, I hate to think about anything like that for somebody, right before holiday, something like that to happen. So, but it's a good thing that everybody was okay after that. And then I had Christmas just with my family. We didn't travel or anything. So it was just Christmas here within the house, just family. And I'm actually this is the day after Christmas that I'm recording this, and this is actually a special day for me anyway, because it is my birthday. So I guess I will get those places that I missed as I come around on some other runs here. Goodness, what else to update you on? Oh yeah, well, yeah, I very well might just have to stop watching farming simulator based content. Seems like every time I do, I learn something that I'm like, wait, what? In the last episode, when we were doing our green beans and everything, I was talking about the trees and how I had heard that it can take up to 3 years for the trees to grow, and so I was all like, oh, I wonder by what. Which trees those are. I wonder if that's the ones that we've picked. And then I was watching another video that somebody had made, and they were talking about the tree growth and everything. And I found out in that video that apparently some of the tree growth can actually take 10 years for some of the trees. And I said to myself, oh, please, 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 please don't let that be the ones that we've picked. And I didn't even remember the names of the one we picked, and it was the one that I had picked, quite by accident, because I had actually intended to buy a different sapling, and it wasn't until I had it loaded on the planter and got it back over here that I realized that I had gotten the wrong thing. And so I had looked at that list, and one of them kind of stood out to me, and I said, oh no, don't let it be that. And I went back, and sure enough, we picked Manchurian red pine. And Manchurian red pine is one of those that takes 10 years to mature to full height. So it's no wonder that we have seen no growth out of them. I have been in game. I checked, and in game I have been playing this game for 3 years. Now, I did something because of the long growth time and everything, and 10 years in game, that's just longer than what I was. That's just longer than what I was planning on, and I said, okay, I know in 22 I had run into a mod that you could actually control tree growth, and you could advance it. You could do all that, all this different stuff with it, and and you could pick it by tree type. And I went onto the mod hub, and I was looking for something like that. Now, what I found, I need to start writing these things down. I can't remember the name of it, but there is a tree growth manager or something like that, and I have gotten that and added it to our map here. Now, basically what it does is it cuts the growth time, I think, down to something like a quarter of the time, or something like that. So with the Manchurian red pine, I don't know if it's going to give me any credit for the time that it's already been in the ground, or whether it's going to start from the time that I actually loaded the growth manager. But if it doesn't, then it looks like in order for those to get to full maturity, I have to grow the trees for another 3.5 years in game before they reach maturity. And while that's a lot better than 10 years in game, still probably a little bit longer than I was anticipating. So, but we'll see. We'll see what it does. I went over and checked them and everything. Well, I've just added it in, so of course it hasn't. I still don't notice anything. I was at least hoping that, maybe I'd get lucky and they would have popped into their first, into their next growth stage or something. But nothing on that. So, oh well. We'll make it eventually. I made some alterations over at the dairy. If you remember, we went to sell milk, and we were going to sell it at the dairy because that was giving us the best price, and we couldn't get in. The gate wouldn't open, and I'm not buying any productions like that on this map, so I'm kind of I don't want to buy that production to see if that will correct it, and then it will let me open the gate. Heck, at this point, even now that I've kind of found a workaround, and I can get into there where the trigger is, I still don't know if it will actually accept anything there, since since it won't open the gate. Maybe the trigger doesn't work too. I don't know. So anyway, that's what I basically did was just hide the collision on some of that wall that's surrounding the back of it. That was pretty tedious going along and doing that, but quite a few of the sections on one side, so that I can drive down that road that's next to it, and kind of, you know, everybody's into realism will have to cover their eyes every time we go over there. But we're going to go right through that wall, and then theoretically we can sell now at the dairy. So the next time that possibility comes up, we'll try it. We'll see how that works. Might be a little while before we have a chance to do that. But yeah, I don't want to buy the dairy. Or is it the dairy, or is it? Yeah, it's the dairy, right? Not the bakery. It's the dairy. You know, I don't want to buy that, because, especially right now, because we are making our way toward buying the carrot harvester. So, and I think maybe that carrot harvester, when we buy it, I'll have to check and see. I think maybe I'm probably a different header, but I think it will. That same harvester will harvest other, you know, other things, maybe like a sugar beet or something like that, that we could add to our repertoire here. So yeah, I've just about got this field done, and then I'll set this header back on the, okay, do that. I'll set this header back on this trailer, get it folded up. Wow, total accident that I found out this thing works this way. There, will it snap to it? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it will when I fold it up. Or maybe it'll fall off on the way to the next field. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, well, it's on there. Not especially well, but it's on there. As long as it'll hold. Oh, and it won't. Okay. Okay, now let's see if I can pick it up from the other side of the trailer now. Well, this is just determined to be a pain. Okay. Yeah, I know. I probably should have moved this trailer out of the way before I did anything else. Now that's in the way. Oh, come on. Now it won't let me get around there to... Okay, well, I'm not going to make you watch all of this shenanigans here, so... I'll get this back on the trailer somehow, and then I'll be back. Okay, finally got that back on. For some reason, it was those two, the header trailer and the header were glitched together for a while there, and I had to pull some shenanigans to get them apart. Which consisted of me turning on super strength and throwing the trailer. It wouldn't let me grab onto the header at all to try and separate them, so I had to grab onto the trailer and I ended up having to throw it a little bit a distance a couple of times in order to get it to separate from it, and then so I was able to get it done that way. Let's see, I am going to go right here. I'm just going to not unfold the trailer like it will do. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up from here. I'll just take it over across the street and see what a worker wants to do with it. Well, if it will get going, I'll get out of these trees and I'll hop out and let them go, and then I'll go see where our cotton harvester is with its harvest now. Okay, so that's one more empty field. Now I got 3 of them. Like I said, I am going to prep all of the fields. Oh, this is still going. Almost done. Let's see, did it miss any around here anywhere? Oh, it did get one more bale out of this. I didn't know if it would get a full bale out of this field, but it did. Just a little spot over here. I think I probably missed that. Okay, and just finished here. Wow, we're at 91. We almost got 2 out of this one. Get that little bit over here. Every little bit counts, I guess. Okay, and now, so we will definitely finish off the bale that's in here on that little field across the way there. So we'll end up with, let's see, 5 full ones and then a partial probably. Not sure when cotton is at its best. For clearing it off the field, you know, I probably don't even need the bale loader for it. Although I could use it, you know, it should pick them up and everything, but should be able just to do it with the pallet fork on the tractor. Oh, there's our other tractor left over here where it was spraying. There's more corn. And these are the 3 fields up here. Corn, then cotton, then corn again. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, there's something I didn't realize. This cotton field up here is 1 month behind our other cotton fields. So that will be leaving there, and I guess it's just the corn that we have left to harvest. We're going to be doing big corn harvest. I'll go ahead and grab our other tractor here. Don't want to leave it sitting in the middle of the carrots. And we are in October, And that means, you know, I've been trying month by month to remind myself that we have, I think, peas and canola. Yeah. Peas and canola in our silo that I can that we can sell in November. So that's coming up. Release that. Go back out here. Turn. And take off the front tank as well. Okay. Now, I think our chickens down below, let's see, this gives me, that cotton not being done gives me some free time while that worker is already going on that cornfield. I think our chickens down here are in need of some food. And I know we've put quite a bit in here. Yeah, we've got 35,000 liters of wheat in there. I'm going to go ahead and fill this trailer up, but I don't need near that much. At least I don't think I need near that much for that chicken enclosure down here. Because I think I brought wheat around from our greenhouse for the other one. Oh, because it's a side tip. That's how I've got that set from when I do the cows. So I'll flip around here. Maybe that'll get in the trigger. Nope. Whoa, it's really sensitive for some reason. Let's see how much of this that will take. Just down to, well, still got 16,000 of that remaining, so I'll put that back into our silo. Yeah, it makes me, we've got so much wheat and everything, so much feed already, and it's continually producing and stuff, so, you know, it really makes me want to put in another chicken pen, but I'm not going to, because we are saving money for that cotton harvester. The carrot harvester. While I've got this hooked up, let's go ahead and fill up with another load from here. Total mixed ration. Yeah, I think it had maxed out and it wasn't creating anymore. So that'll free that up. Let's see if the cows want any of this. They may want a little bit, but we've fed them before, so they probably won't take too very much of it. Okay. Was that 42% of it they took? Took more than I thought, actually. And we'll go ahead and top this up while we're here. Yeah, we've got a lot of total mixed ration too. So if worst comes to worst, as far as our money went, we could sell some of the total mixed ration, probably some of the wheat too. I've got some grass in this silo as well, and I use that for feeding the goats. We also have our grass fields that have been ready to harvest, and I haven't harvested them. Okay. Let's see, they've still got they've got 2 more spaces and a partial there for their, till I have to clean them out. We have almost 2 full rows again, plus a full load of lettuce here. Okay, this is a little bit more to harvest over here, and then we'll be moving on. Ooh, that thing moves pretty fast. Okay, we'll finish this field, and I'll cut some of this out, and I'll pick back up with you when we'll go ahead and finish this field. We'll do those 2 small fields, and then I'll come back when we're harvesting our field on the other side of the road over there, and we'll pick back up with that, and I'll see you in just a bit. Okay, and I am back here. I had to go back over to the farm and get the trailer because surprisingly, even though I have about an 80,000 liter capacity on this harvester, we are, I believe, going to fill it up. Let's see, I've got it on a worker right now. We can get back to it and see. Yeah, we're at 98%, so we are going to have to empty this before we finish this field. So, well, yay! It means the corn is yielding pretty well for us. Let's see if it fills up during this pass down this way. Let's see. It looks like it'll fill up going down the other way. That'll be good because then I can pull the tractor up next to it, and the pipe will be on the right side, and I won't have to do that evil thing of driving through the crop. Go over and get back in my tractor and be ready for that. I'll just circle back around this way. Oh, has it stopped already? Okay. It didn't do very much of that line at all, but at least it is on this side, so nice fast unload on that. Okay, and that'll take 25,000 out of it, and I think that will be enough out of it that it should be able to then finish the rest of this. We will take this back over. You know, I did these 2 small fields over here, and then I started on this big field, and I put it on a worker. I actually went and checked, and it looks like the best time for corn is in June. So that's going to be in our silo for quite a while. The cotton is not bad right now. It's not its best month, but the price for it is not bad. But I think it gets better, and then it gets worse, and then it gets better again in the new year, I think, and then that's when it hits its peak, if I'm not mistaken. But since we have that one field of cotton that isn't ready to be harvested until next month, we'll do that. I'll go ahead and drop this in our silo, because it's going to be, looks like we're going to have to store it for quite a while. We'll already have we should already have our fields sown and well growing by the time we sell this. So okay, now I think that's the only time we're going to need the trailer today, but I'll go ahead and leave the tractor hooked to it, and I'll run back over. Let's see. Yeah, this field here, that's the green beans that we harvested. It's getting some a nice growth of weeds in there right now. So we've got all these fields that we have harvested out of. I'm going to check them one by one, find out which ones need lime, and try and get them limed and cultivated and everything, and before we decide what we're going to put in those next. While we're here, 0% fertilized. Okay, well that's fine. That's 100% and growing. This one is okay. Those two are good because they've got carrots going in them. There's this one, sugar beets. It's been in sugar beet for quite a while now. And this one also does not need lime, so I think the green bean field probably does. I don't know about any of those other fields. The first cornfield that we harvested and the 3 cotton fields on that side over there. Okay, well, looks like we don't have a whole lot left. What kind of width do we have on this now? What is that? 2, maybe 3 passes with the harvester? After this row, I guess. Yeah, we'll have plenty of room in it. That 25,000 that came out is going to leave plenty, even though it's 80% full already. Yeah, I'm glad this harvester can harvest so quickly. I know that's, normally you're going along in a harvester and it's plodding along at, 6, 7, maybe 8 miles an hour if you're lucky, and you always just feel like, oh, come on. Which is funny because, I can be, in my youth, I worked on a farm. I mean, I didn't use harvesters or anything like that, but I could be on a tractor and going back and forth, on a field, windrowing or picking up bales or something like that, and I could do that all day long, and it could stretch into it could stretch into multiple days of it, and you know, I love doing that. So just something about it being in the game that I guess kind of makes it harder to wait, I guess. So that is all of our fields that can be harvested are now harvested. We got another 66,640 liters in here, along with the 25 that we've already taken out. Get back down here to where I left the trailer, and we'll go through the agony of putting this header back on. See if I can do that in the first go this time. Yeah, even at 17 miles an hour, it seems slow driving around in this thing. It's funny because when you're harvesting at 15 miles an hour, it seems like it's going down the field really fast, you know, and you're like, oh, I don't have much reaction time, you know, my reaction time has to be really quick. And then when you're driving just on the road, when it's not especially curvy or anything like that, and you're going 17, and it seems so much slower for some reason. Okay, now let's oh no, gee, let's okay, I think it's pretty well attached to it ish, as much as it gets anyway. Okay, we'll get this back over. Oh, we forgot like one stalk of corn there. I'm not going to reattach this just for that. Okay, got that loose. Let's go ahead and dump this into our silo. Which, given the quick unload rate of this harvester, won't take us very long to unload. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Now if we go over here, see, corn, we have 91,639 liters of corn. Wow, total mixed ration, we have 211,826 liters of total mixed ration. Yeah, we've got enough of that for quite a while because our production is still making some. See, we still have 380,000 liters of silage in here, so we don't need to really make any more of that. We have... Oh, it's full again. We just emptied that. It's already got it. We've got 64,000 liters of hay. Looks like straw. We can transfer some of the straw from the... let's do... Well, no, we'll do that next time because it's full and not producing right now anyway. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave off this episode there. Everything is fed that needs to be fed. We have harvested. We've got fields that need to be turned around. We'll do some of that in the next episode. Maybe you can help me decide what crops we can plant in them. 'Tis the season when there isn't a whole lot that we can plant until really spring, unless we want to go cotton again. Cotton is coming up here a little bit later. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and drop it off here. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you have not already, please subscribe, ring the bell to be notified, and leave a like down below, and leave a comment and let me know what you thought, and let me know how you're doing and what you might be planning in the new year. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.